friends, it's Friday. I hope you guys had a great week. Hope you have a fun weekend coming. Say hi as you guys hop on. I'm going to make sure we go live before I dig in. I'm here to inspire. We are good to go. Today we are playing with our festive friend. Cannot wait, but I wanted to show you a couple new things that I got that came in the mail this morning. I got the winter or holiday peanuts collection too. Let me grab that. I might as well show you everything, right? Let me grab it. It's just over here. Let's see, if you remember, we did Charlie Brown holding the classic Christmas tree. So that one I have put away, but I think, let's see if I have it over here or over there. Yeah, I may have put it, oh no, here he is. Okay, so here's the guy we did. There's Charlie Brown carrying his classic Christmas tree. Got that guy. We got the gang gathered around, what is it, Schroeder? Was it his piano? Was that the one that, or no, yeah. This is kind of flipped. I remember the cartoon always being, well, maybe it is right. I don't know, I kind of remember it being flipped, but maybe it wasn't. Anywho, the gang's all here. We got the psychiatric help doctor, Lucy, with peanuts. When this first came out, the classic Peanuts font was not available, but it became available now, so it's available. So that should be coming. We got Snoopy on his sled with his good pal Woodstock. We have a moment of sharing gifts. Cookies and Cocoa by Snoopy. We have Farm Fresh Christmas trees with Snoopy and Woodstock. I wonder if they're looking for a new home for Woodstock. Nice fluffy tree. And then we have this awesome wreath. I do believe this was on low quality or quantity. I haven't checked to see if it's gone yet, and I haven't heard. I think I would have seen if it's out, but some of these are in low quantities already. So make sure if there's something you want, you grab it or ask me how to grab it. And then this came today. I got the hanging organizer. Even if you don't decorate it with a coordinating transfer, which I'll show you in a second here. This is kind of a handy thing, I think. And it's big. It's like the 18 by 24 surface. It's got the 12 pockets. It's a very thick, almost burlappy linen. Kind of like that. I mean, you could store spices, you could store flowers. I think that's really pretty. So that's the organizer. And then the transfer that comes, or not comes with it, but you can get to use on it, is the 12 Days of Christmas with these. This is probably like a 4x4 area. These would look great also on our I think the 5-inch blocks. It would look great on the chalk spot rounds. You can make cute little tags. I think those are really fun. So I'm looking forward to playing with this one too. All right, and then we came out with red and green, so cherry and ivy colored pillowcases. They are 17.5 by 17.5, so don't forget to grab pillow inserts. I get mine off Amazon. I could share links if you need. We don't supply the inserts because you can get those anywhere. But fun colors. Can't wait to, I would use white on these when inking, because those it will really pop. So looking forward to playing with those. But on to more fun things. We are going to play with our Festive Friends. Of course, I have some wood cutouts. So if you would like to get your hands on these cutouts, go ahead and comment. What shall we say? Let's comment festive. Festive. Of your own set of cutouts. They're Festive Friends. I think that's the name of it. No, it's Gingerbread Friends. Gingerbread Friends transfer. All right, let's see if that comes up. All right, we'll just kind of hang that there for a few minutes while people are hopping on. Okay, so we have wood cutouts that we're going to play with. And we're going to take him out because as long as our chubbies are available, this cutout will not be. He is smaller, which means he is the exact size of the actual transfer guy, but our chubbies are bigger so that you get that, it's about an 1/8 inch border around him. Okay, so until these guys are gone, he cannot be available. Okay, just putting that out there. We got some fun ribbon. I have some fun rusty bells. I thought it would be cute to kind of tie a bell around their necks. What else? I think that's it. I think we're just going to start digging in here. Let's open the cutout guys. Our friends. We're going to make a gingerbread guy and we're going to make a snowman. What else can we make with this? What else can we make? Let's see, if you hold it upside down, oh, it could be a reindeer face. Do you see it? You could put a little nose here. Here's his ears, his antlers. Ooh, that would be fun. I am not an artist. I told you that before, so I'd have to really work on that one to make it look like a reindeer. But it could be possible. It could be possible. Let's see if we have, like, what other reindeer patterns we've ever had before. I see a reindeer. What else? I was thinking like Halloween. Maybe a ghost of some kind. Count Dracula. You know, you could really get creative if you really think about it. Okay, we got our chubbies. All right, one I'm going to keep white because then we're going to chalk using a color. And then one I'm going to use that color to paint on our chubby and then chalk it in white for our snowman. Okay, so let's prep our surfaces first. Probably needs to be the first thing we do. I'll get a sip of my coffee. It's getting cool already. I don't know why that happens. All right. I think I'm going to mix some bark with Saucy. Saucy was one of our colors of the month to try to get a really good gingerbread color, or even a color that might match these bells. So let's do that really quick. Let's get some stir sticks here. We're going to see what we can come up with. All right, so what I'm seeing is a lot of that color. And then maybe half of that in bark. That's what I'm seeing. Let's put those back. Okay, let's stir this up, see what we get. So far I'm not really seeing a dramatic change in our saucy. It does look a little darker. I think we need to go full on bark. Probably should have started with bark and then added the saucy. That's okay. We'll get there, you guys. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's almost like there's a little caramel in there, like not caramel, of course there's caramel in there. Almost like there's a little camel in there, in the bells. All right. I think this is good. It's not a dark molasses type gingerbread cookie. Okay, this is our gingerbread color. All right, let's get a brush. We're gonna paint one of these guys up. I'm gonna just mist, just a really quick misting. Okay, dip it in our mixture. Paint him on. It almost looks like a cherry stain. Ooh, I wonder what one of our stains would have looked like. Actually, we stained our pumpkin chubbies yesterday. If you didn't catch that, that turned out so good. So good. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of keep going over this so I can try to get it all the same here. Try to take some of that excess off. I think, let's see, the grain goes up and down, so let's go up and down. It looks so much better. Get that guy. Just trying to smooth everything out. What do you guys think? It's a little heavy up here, but honestly, he's gonna probably have a hat on, so not too concerned. Not too concerned. Let's get him dry. We'll get him waxed. We'll wax our white guy. We'll chalk him in white. Chalk him in our made-up color. And then work on our pieces. Okay. That's good. I also want to maybe close these up. I'm gonna put our dirties here. Okay, let's just put these over there. going to try to stay pretty traditional too with everything. I'm going to do red, green, white, maybe some nominee. So I think what we're going to do, because we're going to try to just stay within these colors. All right, let's get our transfer. Trying to survey where my wax is. I see it. Okay, we're just going to use our gingerbread guy. I am probably going to cut that out. They have kind of stopped putting lines on our transfers, our cut lines. Some have them, some don't. Because they can fit more on the silk screen. So if you've noticed there aren't cut lines, that is why. Right, let's get our wax. I'm gonna wax this guy first. Since he doesn't have any color on him. Chunk there. Okay. Nice. And then we're gonna do it again. Honestly, let's see. Maybe I'll just use a paper towel for him because he's gonna, the color is gonna come off a little bit. So let's get a paper towel. That way we can just put it on and take it off all with one. There's a big chunk of wax. Okay, let's get some on there. And just kind of apply it. Spread that big chunk here. Shockingly, that is not coming off like I thought it would. The color, usually it gets all over my paper towels. You can see a little bit. It does come off a little bit. Get this out of my way. Really buffing it. You'll see it'll get a very slick, shiny surface. That's when I know it's buffed. I also know it's good when like my cloth will move quickly and not get stuck on it like waxy. All right, I think he's good. Let's go ahead and find a clean spot and get this guy buffed. You can also see he will have a very shiny appearance. All right. Okay, cool. Let's put that guy aside. We're gonna put this aside as well. Throw that out. All right, let's bring this guy over. Okay, like I said, now this is going to be a little smaller than the actual gingerbread. So because our transfers are a little see-through, we'll be able to see our placement of the transfer. Hold it up here. I need to go up more. No, down more. Little bit. start there. All right, let's start with the hands here. Come on now. Come on now, little Gingy. Work with me here. There we go. All right, so wherever you see that little outline, that's what's actually sticking to our snowman, okay? We have a lot of mesh that we're working with here. So I'm gonna kind of try to make sure I don't have any little ripples or bubbles, that it's nice and flat. Let's get our bright white. Grab small or mini squeegee here. And I'm going to start in the middle because it almost acts like an adhesive or a paste. Okay, so I kind of, whoops. I start there and then I'll work myself around. Okay, drag excess down. That way you're not worried about it slipping on you. It's not going anywhere. Make sure you get those edges. Just when you think you got them, you didn't. Okay. Get some excess so we can drag it over here. All right, let's put excess back and then we're going to go over it again. Just make sure we got edges. Make sure it's nice and smooth, no lines or anything like that. Edges. All right. Here we go. Love it. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Our little snowman is appearing here. This is our gingerbread guy, which we'll do, like I said, in the color that we made. So we're going to do opposite colors here. So we'll give it a quick wash because we don't want to put that on top of the white because it probably won't come out solid. All right, we'll let that sit while we do this. Actually, let's get that transfer and give him a quick wash. Shouldn't take much because our paste is still wet. So we're just going to kind of wet it a little bit more. Some wipes. Okay, put that up. Wipe up our mess, turn it over. This part. Put that back down. Let's get a paper towel and see what he looks like here. Put that aside too. Okay, it is clean. Clean, clean, clean. I am going to check. Say hello. All right, we're just getting the moisture out of there because you don't want to put a wet transfer down, especially if you've painted or used chalk prior, because you don't want it to come up. Okay, I'm just going to kind of wave it a little bit, get it air dried. Make sure nothing's in your screen. Not sure if that's on the top or bottom. Could be a little bit of wax. We'll see if that transfers out. Okay. I think you have to make sure you get this on the right side. Isn't that interesting? I thought these were, I thought it was the same. Let's see what it looks like. I know I didn't wax on this side, so we'll do that if we have to. Yeah, you guys, you have to make sure you're on the right side. I thought they were like the same. Note to self. Make sure you're putting it on the right side of the chubby. That was really strange that it's that different. I couldn't get it to line up really nice. All right, so we're just gonna wax this guy real quick. Apply it, and then we'll kind of buff it off. Interesting. What is a good tip to share? Now you don't have to have the wood cutouts. You can do some of the simpler elements of that. Like you couldn't do the clothes because the clothes will be bigger than the actual cutout. However, cardstock, excuse me, our chalk suede paper, you can do it on those types of things to cut out. Or you can do it, or you can get wood cutouts. Or make your own wood cutouts. Our chalk spot shapes are cuttable, which is awesome. Okay, let's get that smoothed out here. I think that's okay. All right, let's get a new squeegee, or you know what, we're just gonna wipe this one off. Why dirty 100 of them, right? Let's get this guy wiped up. So glad it's Friday. We're gonna be road tripping it later. What's everybody doing tonight? Anything fun? Any fun plans out there? Put them in the comments. I want to know what you're doing. Okay, I think that's good. All right, let's go ahead and start chalking this guy. Again, I'm going to start in the middle, just kind of work my way out. Chalking all those edges. So So this is our gingerbread guy. The other one is our snowman. Let's finish this arm. Allergies are bad right here around me right now. So bad. I think it's, well, I don't know if it's ragweed or what, but and I've been never diagnosed with allergies, but I know I have them. You could just tell. All right, I think we're good. I think we're good here. Let's see. Ooh, oops, a little smudge there. We'll get that. All right. Put this over here. Okay. I love it. I love my gingerbread people. Our detail tool and glasses, and we're going to fix up a couple little blurps. Thank goodness for our wax, because it comes right off. Is there a little bit, so I'm going to wet a tiny little, teeny little corner. Tissue paper or my paper towel and get in there, see if I can. Worst case, you take white paste and you fill it in. Yeah, I don't know if I wet it enough. We'll worry about that later. I do see some spots where it's kind of light, and I think that's probably because the other color that I mixed in was kind of coming through. So we're just going to kind of fix that. Like I said, they're going to have clothes on, so not really going to see too much. Okay. Kind of brush that out. Little dot there. Okay. Okay. Just kind of blotting it. Ah, okay. Yay. All right. Let's get them dry. white blip on here. Okay. Awesome. Here's our guys so far. Now, let's decide how we're going to decorate. Definitely want my snowman to have a top hat. These are all the pieces parts. And let's look at the transfer here. Do we want a gingerbread girl or a gingerbread boy? Or a gingerbread Santa? Let's do a Santa. So that's that. I think we'll do a vest. Oh my gosh, isn't that adorable? So adorable. Oh my gosh. And then of course he has to have the matching scarf, or no? No, you can't do the matching scarf. You can't do that. Let's see, got that, earmuffs. I think I want to do that. Shirt, we got pajamas. Do we give them a face? We gotta give them a face, right? Little nose. There's all kinds of eyeballs. Buttons. Should be 6. Go. Building. Let's see, so that's going to be his face, and then these are his buttons. So maybe we just do that, typical buttons for our guy. This is his face up here. With the top hat. For the gingerbread face, he gets a smile, some eyes, some cheeks, big cheeks. All right, we got a dress. Could make it a girl. Should we make it a girl? A girl Santa? Or do we give him that? What do we think? Are we good with that? Because we can do this like in red and green. Red and green, we'll do that black. What's this squiggly? Probably because of that, but I should have made more, so we won't do that. All right, I think we're good. I think we're gonna keep this pretty simple. No mustache, no hat. Yeah, we're gonna keep it simple. Keeping it simple. Okay. All right. These will all be white. We have to paint some stuff here. The hat. Let's see. So this is This will remain white. This will make red. So we'll do this all white. And these wood cutouts have like a paper masking that helps with the burn marks from the laser. I'm gonna just wet this a little bit. Help it spread a little bit better. And we'll see on timing because we have to hit the road soon. So we may have to finish Sunday when I get back. We may have to finish. So maybe we'll work on the gingerbread today and then we'll hit the snowman on Sunday. What do you guys think? Okay, got our hat. I think I need to paint everything white. I think that's what we need to do. Okay, and I'm going to spritz this guy. Spreads so much easier when you get it wet, in my opinion. You could use acrylic paints, you can use another kind of chalk paint, whatever you have. You don't need anything special. It's just nice that all of our colors will coordinate and match because we're using it on everything. Down there. Okay, there's that. Cheeks. Cheeks are going to be a pink. Let's see, did I not peel that off? There we go. It's a small one. I need my mat. Brand new 9x12 9x12 ink mats are amazing. Sheesh, my phone is going bananas. Okay, that. Get our eyeballs. And then, like I said, we'll get the gingerbread guy done, Santa. And then we'll work on our snowman on Sunday. We have to be somewhere by a certain time. But I didn't want to go without connecting with you guys today. Okay. All right. These are so small, I'm not worried about getting them wet. Paint these up. What's so nice about this ink mat is it keeps everything in place for me. I'm not getting paint all over my fingers. It's really good for doing it on these small pieces. Okay. I think we did all that. Let's just blow them dry a little bit here. everything on here. I think it'll be easier to chalk too. It's going to keep it in place for me. We'll just move the transfer around. Okay, these are the eyeballs. And the smile. Wow, this is super sticky. I love it. Okay, snowman, we're going to get to you on Sunday. So let's put you away. Put him away to rest for a little bit. All right, we are going to cut out in sections. So I'm going to cut out the face. Right, the face is all 5 of those pieces. His vest. I'm going to try to be very careful and go in the middle of the elements. So that gives me kind of like a border to work with. It did. And then Santa's hat. Let's do this. Let me just do both things here. I'm going to kind of go around on an angle. Boop, like that. Okay. All right. Do we wax? Do we wax? Do we wax? I don't. Let's see what happens when we sand it really quick here. Give it a nice, smooth, kind of, oh no. All right, let's try it. See what happens here. Let's see what happens. We're gonna do one eyeball at a time. Make sure we're doing the right one here. Not if that's that one or not. It might be this one. Okay, let's find. Should we do shimmer shadow? Why not? We'll get that eye on. Let's do everything here. That needs to be black. Oh, we're just gonna do one at a time. Okay, there's that guy. It's kind of nice. It keeps it still on my mat. It's not moving around on me. There we go. Do this guy. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Let's move this guy down here. Very little paste, you guys, very, very little. Okay, now we have to do cheeks. Let's do, I think I'm gonna go cherry for his cheeks. Because remember, I wanna keep it cherry, ivy. We're gonna keep it very simple here. So, are those his cheeks? I don't think there's any other round things in there in the cutouts. For some reason, this cutout does not look right. So we will work on that. But in the meantime, there must have been some noise on that, on my file. We'll fix it. We'll get it done. We'll get it right. cheek. Yeah, I don't know what happened here. That is funky. We're gonna have to look at that. I will fix that, so don't you worry about that. You will get correct cheek wood cutouts. Okay. So cute, 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 cute. Okay. Let me get these dry, just in case I bop them with my hands or something. You never know. Let's now do Santa's hat. Look how cute it's gonna look. Move this guy over here. All right. Line it up. There we go. And do cherry. Don't worry, his hair puff is going to be, that little ball on the end is going to be white. It's just going to have a red outline. All right, get that excess off. Make sure your edges are covered. Okay. Aw, so cute. That dry. I forgot my darn wood that I want to use, or glue that I want to use. Darn it. Okay. For the vest and tie. We didn't cut that out yet, did we? Yes, we did. That fell on the ground. I think I'm going to do a red tie, and then we're going to do the ivy. Let's get the ivy out. Those are our en vogue colors. Okay. Line this guy up. And then I don't want to put it down until I get my right glue, so that's in a different room. So I will do that Sunday when we finish our snowman. How's that sound? All right, let's get the ivy vest. If you wanted to get creative, you could use chalk markers and do each little panel a certain color. You could do that. I think that would be awesome. We do have chalk markers now. We have like a pack of 8, I want to say. And they're very bright colors. Some are almost like too light to be primaries, so I think they call them bright. All right, that's done. Put that in there, close that up. Now let's get our bow tie. Ooh, should we do a brown center, or a green center, I mean? Should we? Let's do it. Gotta open it up again. Hi, Kathy. I am good. Almost finished up here. Let's see, that'll be white. This may not make sense. We're just gonna do it in, it's gonna be white with red outlines. I see. Should have painted that one a different color, but that's okay. We're gonna stick with white. All good. Let's get this cleaned up. I was telling everybody that I am on my way out. We have to hit the road here soon. Road tripping it up to see my mother-in-law this weekend. See how she's doing. She had an appointment this morning, so we're hoping to hear about that. About her neck and back, which she broke in August. So we're gonna go up and spend some time with her and help her out around the house and that kind of thing. Thank you for sprinkling and sharing. I appreciate you. We're just kind of playing with our festive friends. And I think we are complete. Today we're doing the gingerbread. Sunday, thank you, Kathy. Sunday we will do our snowman when I get back. And I forgot my special glue that I like to use, so I will glue them on Sunday. But they're painted and ready to roll. So let's kind of put things together here. Let's build our gingy. There should be a song. Do you want to build a ginger? Okay. Put those guys aside because we'll need those later, next time. All right, so here's our, and I won't put it like, I'm going to put it like up high. We should tilt it. These little eyes. Again, you guys, you don't have to have the, to do the simple things like the eyes and noses, you know, and cheeks and all that. You don't have to have cutouts, okay? But when it comes to the clothes, if you want to put clothes on your fun little guys, festive friends, you could use our chalk suede paper, you can use cardstock, you can use our chalk spot items, because those are, you can cut those. All right, so there's our gingy. And I may have to make more squiggles. I didn't do the squiggles. I only did one for some reason. I guess I wasn't thinking. But if we paint these white, so I'll have to cut more of those guys too. You know, you live and learn. Thank you. Isn't he cute? He is cute. You know, I shouldn't have done that bow tie, come to think of it, because I got that bell that I want to do. All right. All right, we're just gonna leave that there. Put that away. We gotta get all this washed. Okay, that's it. But see, I was thinking I would tie this around and put on a little jingle bell. So we may change some things around. I could just cut that off and give him a vest and add this. All right, so let's pretend that bow tie isn't there. We'll have to get string too, just to put the little bell like right there. Oh my gosh, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get rid of the, thank you, safe travels, thanks. I'm gonna get rid of the bow tie, I think. But again, I really gotta go. I did not pay attention to time. So let's just kind of snip that off. Oh, snip this guy off. Easy. Okay, that was that side. That was that side. Oh yeah. He's gonna be so cute. Let's do this. I do too. Give him a cute little dovetail here. I like wires, but then I don't like wires. Okay. That's what we'll do. So we'll do this. All right, let's just get all this off here. I need to work closer. Do it nice and tight. And then we're gonna put that bell in the middle. And I could probably just hot glue it. There we go. You could just put the little bell there. My gosh, he's gonna be so cute. Put his little vest on again. Yeah, that's cute. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, I'm in a hurry, guys. I hope you guys have a great Friday. Have a fun weekend and safe. And I'll be back on Sunday. I hope to see you again soon.